Before getting and having a deep dive into coaching, I would like to mention certain benefits as well as how it worked for me as well. Okay? So now what happens, when we go for training and all, we deliver training like emotional intelligence, leadership, all these trainings we conduct and we come back. Now there is one shift is happening in the world of corporate. What is it? One shift, what I observe, they want to have a long-term impact when it comes to training. And that's why they say, instead of 1 day training, let me do it 2 days training, let's do it 3 days training, let's not have it consecutive 2 days, but let's have it 1 day, then break of 15 days, next month one training, then next month another training. So they are making long-term interventions also. However, corporates also realize that long-term interventions are also working, but that's not the only thing working. What do we mean by that? That participants comes to your training, understand the trainings, understand the tools, understand where they need to develop, but they don't apply the trainings. They are not applying the tools. So many times, I also heard saying, मैडम आप आओगे, एक दिन ट्रेनिंग लोगे, सब लोग खुश होंगे, तालियां बजाएंगे, बढ़िया बिरयानी खाएंगे, and they will go back to their work. Next time से, next day onward, the life will remain same. So what is it that we need to do? And that is where they wanted to have a personal anchored. What do we mean by that? There should be one accountability partner as well, right? And that is where they said, can you do individual hand-holding with the people? Okay? That means, like for example, Savinder is there and she needs to work more on social skills, right? She realized and she said, okay, Aparna, I will be doing all these things and all, but is she doing it? Am I making sense? But if Aparna as a coach, if I handhold her, have frequent meetings with her, then what will happen? Her chances of execution, chances of development will go high. Are you with me, everyone? Yes? And that is where coaching came into the picture. Now, when the word coaching came into the picture, there is a huge difference between teaching, mentoring, coaching. We will see that also. But then what happened? Everyone started calling themselves a certified coach or something. Okay? But then people realized that only using the word coach is not important, but also having that, credibility is very important. There has to be a methodology. Like if Sarika wants to coach someone, she may say, okay, this is the way I do it. But there has to be a method. Am I making sense to all of you? Because ultimately everyone, we all need to understand as a trainer and coach, we impact the blueprint of people's mind. Will you go and get your operation done without a doctor who has no specialization, who has no degree or the certification? Will you do that? No. So we do lot of operation related to our brain and mind. And that is where they said we want certified coaches. And you can say the utmost body in this, top body in this is ICF. And many trainers get coach certificate from ICF, right, certification. However, they have a very particular way of doing. But after doing coaching, after learning coaching, what happened? I was able to give more and more services to the same client. An additional thing. Like for example, I will say, okay, Pratima, you have a team. I will come conduct the training on emotional intelligence. I will also have a psychometric. And then what I will do hand holding with also your leaders. I will have 3 to 4 sessions with them as a coach. And then my profile increased, my services increased. And maybe where I was charging them only 35,000 per day, it got turned into lakhs. Because now we are having the definite development there. Is that fine with all of you? And that is where, see, there are two parts. One, from trainers and coaches side, our business opportunity increased. And second, from corporate side, their developmental results got increased. It got impacted. Hence, it is a win-win situation for corporates as well as for trainers and coaches.